Hey everyone and welcome to the Tech with Dimitar. My name is Dimitar and in this video we will see how we can create amazing website hover effects. If you're new to this channel and you're interested in more coding videos, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Now let's jump to our video. So let's start and create our hover effects. I will start with the simple hover effect. After this I will make much more advanced hover effect. But in general, everybody can actually do this by himself. So let's start first with the attack hover effect, which will be the link hover effect, just to start small. Here I have already prepared my HTML page and mostly we will write our style in a style CSS because if we write a style here we will need a lot of space to actually do it. So first thing first, let's create a basic attack with some href to be hashtag, and inside let's write Google, basically this attack to go to Google. So let's make this hover effect. Let's save it and go to our style CSS. Okay, I think I have from some other lessons styles, and let's write our hover. This thing happened with just a and hover. This is I say again, this is the simplest way you can actually do it. And let's say the background color to be maybe green. So what happened actually here, when we hover over the attack, we will trigger the hover, which will make our background color green. So let's go to our browser, let's refresh. We have our attack here, and when our mouse go into the attack, we see that the hover changed to green. Basically what we say over here. If I make it red, let's refresh, of course, the background color, it will be red. If I want to switch the color of the words in the attack to be green, yellow, I don't know what color is this, but yeah, this time it will change just the symbols, not the background. So I think this is the first way and maybe mostly simple way you can actually hover. This is not only for attack, you can write it with the paragraph, a title, almost every text HTML tag you can actually use. You can add this hover effect. But let's now create one button. How this button actually will look like. Again, I'll write here a button tag, and since we will make maybe 1, 2 or maybe 3 button tags with hover effects, I'll make for each button tag a separate CSS class so you can see the difference. And for this button the class will be, let's make one HR here just to separate the attack from the button, and let's give this button a class, which class will be button maybe 1, and here. So this will be for our first button. Let's go to our browser, and this will be our first button that we actually will change the style. Let's go back to our browser and let's go to our style CSS. We mentioned this is our class name, so let's pick this class name and write something inside. Let's say let's remove the border, will be none, You can make border, of course, maybe on hover effect. Let's create background. Let's make it let's change it, not this one. Let's be this one. I don't know how this actually look like, and not bad, to be honest. Let's specify the color of the words, of the symbols inside this button will be maybe white. Okay, let's put some hashtag here. Next thing I want to do is actually give some paddings to this button. And let's write 10 pixels, no problem. Let's give this also to be a little more bigger, the symbols. So let's give some font size to be maybe around 20 pixels. Let's give some border radius, so we actually remove these angles here. Border radius, and how much this border radius will be. Let's give it 6 pixels. So far so good. Let's give a position. The position will be relative. Box sizing also you may add. Box sizing and border box maybe. Yep. Let's save it and see what happened in our browser. I think it's pretty cool looking button. So now let's create our hover effect. We again select our button 1, and after we select this button, we will create the hover. So, let's give the hover, of course, not just select it. And inside, let's say the color of the symbols to change to black. So these symbols inside from white will go to black on the hover. Let's give some border on change to be maybe that one, and to be solid, and to be 1 pixel, or maybe 2 pixels. I make 2 pixels to separate it from the rest. And the background color, let's put it, okay, which color? I think that one is pretty strange. Let's refresh. Okay, let's hover. Okay, we have our button working with this color effects. We change it here, just the color, and we give a border. The original way don't have border, but on the hover we have a border, this one, the green line, the light green. And we have a background, basically this color. If we make it maybe white, it will be basically white. Depend what you like, you can make it. Okay, this is our button. Now let's try something else. which will be a little more similar, but we'll write it a little more differently. Again, one button. This time will be button 2, and of course here. Let's save it. And we have it in the browser. We have it, but let's separate it with one HR tag. Separated basically the both buttons. And here let's select this class in our style CSS. Button number 2. What we'll have in this button? Let's write one background color. Background color, and what will be? Let's choose this one. I don't know why I choose these colors, but yeah, it's better from green, yellow, or something normal. Let's give a border which will be 1 pixel. Let's be solid. And what color will be? Let's choose this color. I start liking it. Next thing, our words inside basically are symbols, what kind of color they will be. I choose this one. Let's give some paddings, of course. Let's be 15 pixels to 30 pixels. Basically this will be I think top and bottom. This will be left and right if you write it like this. If you write it all four, here will be, I think, left, top, right and bottom, if I'm not wrong. Let's give a text line which will be at center. Select it. The second thing I want to do is give some font size, so basically we see these words. Font size will be maybe 16 pixels. Let's give some margin, which will be 5 pixels. If I write it like this, the margin 5 pixels, that means from top, left, right and bottom will be 5 pixels. And let's give some transition. Let's give it 0.5 seconds. Now let's see what happened in the browser. Let's refresh. We have our button. We didn't put border radius to make this here, this radius, but yeah, it will be different button. So anyway, and let's put button 2 hover. And what we want to change in this button, let's, for example, change the background color. Background color, let's make it, I don't know, Mukassin. Let's make it Mukassin. And let's switch. Oh, it will be not good to be, oh yeah. Let's switch to color, maybe red. Okay, let's put some normal color in our button. Let's refresh. It's really cool transition, like you see. And this is our button 2, I think, or maybe 3 if I write this one here, but this no. a button number 2. Now for the last one, it will be not a button, to be honest. It will be just a box with some color as a background, and we create some kind of zoom effect. So let's separate it and let's write it. So for the box, the best thing we can use is basically a block element, which is the div, some kind of container. Let's write one class, and how we name this class, maybe zoom box. I think this cool class because we will make a zoom. Let's copy this class and go to our style. Let's put it zoom box. Okie dokie. Now what we have in this zoom box, let's write some padding. Basically we'll need it because we'll write it will be 15 pixels. The next thing I want to do in this zoom box is create a background, of course, so we can see the transition, basically the zoom. Let's put it, I don't know, Olive drop. I don't know what this meaning, but yeah, let's give some transition, and transition we'll set transform, and we'll write it right. Transform dot 2 seconds. Okay. The next thing I want to do is basically give this box some weight and height so we can see it. The weight will be maybe 100 pixels, and let's create the height to be 100 pixels. So far so good, and let's make it in the center, which is the best way in my opinion to bring some element in the center, is with just margin, which will be 0 and auto. 0 from top to bottom and auto from left to side. So this basically will center our element in the center. So let's save it and see what happened in the browser. Let's refresh. Ooh, let's make it a little more smaller because this is pretty big. Save it, make it 50 pixels. And so far so good, not bad. Can make it more small, like 20 pixels. Yeah, let's put it like this. It's okay, we see it. This is the important, we basically see it. And let's give to this zoom box a hover. Now what we are going to write in our hover, it will be ms transform. Okay, scale. What will be our scale will be 1.5. Okay, the next thing we will do is basically the WebKit transform. WebKit transform. And again, we'll give some scale. This is basically for Safari. The previous one was for the Internet Explorer. And this scale again 1.5. And the normal transform will be again with scale 1.5. Let's save it and see what happened in the browser. Do we get this zoom effect? Let's refresh, and here we go. We have our zoom effect over here. So yeah, you can actually do this with your buttons. You can combine any of these styles and create the perfect maybe button or maybe link or whatever, even image you want. Just pick something from here and yeah, make a Frankenstein that work best for you. So I think this will be for this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Help this channel grow so I can make more videos for you guys, because I love you and I want to make more videos. Even if you don't subscribe, I will still make videos. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next time. See you.